Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to my channel. Yeah, so about that, I guess it's Impossible Burger or Beyond Meat type thing. Yeah, so this is kind of how ignorant or dumb that I am because I had that food a few days ago. Accidentally ate it. I thought it possible. I'm like, okay, well that sounds like interesting, or Beyond Meat or whatever, and I decided to accidentally try it because I was just like, okay, that sounds something different or whatever. So I tried it, and when I tried it, I wanted to die. Specifically, it tasted horrible. Um, was not good. I mostly ate the fries and everything. I did finish it, but I just don't like wasting food mostly. But it did not taste good at all. As to this, what would no? Actually, technically, I didn't. I finished it, but I also didn't finish it. What I ended up happening was is that I ended up eating it over the course of hours, which was probably not a good idea, to be honest with you. And it was, it just it's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. And I would never, ever, ever, ever get that again in my life. Otherwise, you would have to chain me in probably murder me in cold blood. So, without further ado, due to that, my horrible struggle in life and all that, I give you the great old Beyond Meat Impossible Struggle due to woke perception, steep prices, and analysts. No, and I did not do this for the fans specifically, but I did suffer for you. I did suffer immensely, and will I do that again for you guys again? Possibly. Well, I want to do it for the rest of my life. My rest of my life? Most likely not. But in this case, we have alternative protein brands such as Beyond Meat and Possible Foods are in the midst of a sales slump, and some analysts say a woke image with consumers in addition to high prices is to blame. Sales of refrigerated meat alternatives available in stores plummeted 10.5% by volume for the 52 weeks ending on September 4th, according to research conducted by Information Resources Incorporated and incited by Bloomberg. Deloitte Consulting said the sales decline signaled the market for alternative meat products is already oversaturated. Analysts at the firm suggested a view among consumers that the plant-based meat brands are too woke could be part of the problem. I don't know really being too woke. I think it's just it tastes terrible. Let's be honest here. If you make good food, people will eat it. If the food tastes terrible, people won't eat it. It's not a matter of being woke. It's the fact of the food being horrendously bad. How do I know? I tried it. It's terrible. Don't eat it. You'll die. I'm still alive, but I think my death might be coming soon. If not, I might have some health problems afterwards. I don't think this is meant for normal consumption. Regardless, just don't eat it. Just save yourself. It's just not good. All right, guys, come on. This is actually not due to woke now. This is just being just bad food in general. The issue surfaced last month at restaurant chain Cracker Barrel, which irked culture warriors on social media and drew accusations of woke after it announced that Impossible Sausage is available on its menu. Yeah, I'm not. Anytime I see that it's called Impossible now, I'm not eating it, at all. So if you think I'm going to eat that, you're mistaken. I was bamboozled. I was fooled. I was an idiot. That's not happening again. I'm telling you that for sure. The alternative brands are also losing their prestige with environmentally focused shoppers. A Deloitte survey conducted in July found the portion of consumers who see alternative meats as a healthier or more environmentally friendly has shrunk. Beyond Meat shares are down 7% this year. Thank God. Let's get that off the shelves, please. Let's get away. Again, I didn't know what Beyond Meat was, all right, or Beyond, or not Beyond Meat, but rather, I knew what Beyond Meat was, but I didn't know what Impossible was. So it's like they're trying to trick people, it seems. I'm obviously an idiot, so I mean. The Post has reached out to Beyond Meat and Impossible for comment. While various actors have contributed to the sector's struggles, information sources analyst John Parker told Bloomberg that the fake meat brands are too expensive related to cheaper traditional proteins. Well, I mean, sure. I mean, I would say that a lot of like meats or foods in general, when it comes down to stuff like that, is yeah, I would say it is usually more expensive to other stuff. I see healthier foods being more difficult to buy than just regular garbage food, which is sad. Honestly, it's like they want you to consume this garbage. Um, But it's again, I don't actually think it's also that I think it's also just because it's just bad in general. You just don't want to do it, and until you make food that's actually good, I mean, it's not gonna consume it. I mean, there's a lot of the other things that are actually really bad for you, like all the preservative stuff, type of foods. All that stuff is like really bad, but people still eat it because it tastes good because it's sweetened and stuff like that. Like, it just tastes good, but this is just it's just not that. With a With food inflation hitting 11.4% in August, its highest since the 1970s, shoppers are opting for cheaper cuts rather than pricier plant-based offerings. Well, obviously, I mean, cheaper than anything. Honestly, if anything is cheaper to buy, then by all means you're gonna end up buying it, right? I mean, it doesn't even have to be it doesn't even have to be like plant based or meat oriented. If you can find cheaper foods that you can consume and be able to get without having to go bankrupt, yeah, the people are going to do that regardless of what food it is. The people need to put food on the table, right? And they're gonna buy what is most affordable to them, regardless of what it is. Proteins that were cheaper on a price per pound basis did fare better, Parker told the outlet. Shares of Beyond Meat have plunged 75% this year, with declines outpacing the broader market. As the company posted a string of disappointing results, the stock held at 15.69 ahead of Monday trading. Impossible is a privately held firm. As the Post reported, Beyond Meat faced a fresh headache after its COO, Doug Ramsey, was arrested for allegedly biting off part of another man's nose in a brawl outside of the University's Arkansas football game. Hours after the news of Ramsey's arrest surfaced, Beyond Meat said the executive has been suspended effective immediately. The company has begun efforts to reconnect with shoppers, tapping mega influencer Kim Kardashian to serve its chief as his consultant MA. Okay, yeah. Okay, I'll be honest with you. I don't think the guy biting off the guy's nose is really going to affect too much in terms of food. Again, they're saying a lot of these things that may be due to the process of that affecting it. I don't think that's the case. Again, like, say for instance, if somebody ended up, I don't know, murdering a couple of people, and it ended up being like a person that owned one of the meat industries, I don't think that's going to affect somebody's ability to actually eat the food. I mean, obviously it's due to survival, so that's one thing that we need to eat anyways, and somebody committing a heinous act, it's not going to prevent somebody else from actually trying to survive. So I don't see where that would actually affect the people from eating that product. So I don't know where they're trying to go there. But yeah, they're trying to just make us not consume meat, which is completely insanity. I mean, we have canine teeth for a fucking reason, all right? Like, we need them to actually tear and through and eat stuff so we can, function. We need to eat meat, and trying to say that we don't need to is just completely asinine. Can we eat other things to go straight for it? Sure, but this to make everybody just not eat meat, it's insanity. And the fact that they're trying to push on bug food as well on us, which, by the way, I have not accidentally eaten. So unless they trick me again with that type of foolery, that's not going to happen. So yeah, but they tricked me on the fucking meat on the plant-based stuff, and that stuff was terrible. God. So yeah, I don't know what they're doing, but it's not gonna work. These people really understand what's going on here, and it's really not gonna work for their cause. It's probably gonna go out of business pretty soon. Alright guys, that's it for the video. Like, subscribe, share, and as always, take care. And yeah, avoid the Impossible Meat and Beyond Meat for your greater needs. Promise you. You'll survive otherwise.